Because in a recent interview on Teachers Talk Radio, Phil Beadle intimated that SLANT could be, quote, a precursor to a version of fascism. I wondered whether you had any response to that particular concern.
Yeah, you know, I mean, lots of things are a precursor to fascism. The fall of the Weimar Republic is a precursor to fascism. Okay, so I'm going to start with SLANT more generally. I think SLANT is an extremely useful technique for teachers to use, and I think that the fuss that is often made about it is extraordinary, because every teacher needs some kind of technique to gather the attention of their class. Right? Attention is very much what we're in the business of: focus, motivation, and attention, and hard work. And because of that, if children are doing an activity, when you want them to transition from one activity to the next, it is essential that you get some kind of cue to say, everybody look at me. Now, if you teach absolutely, you know, perfect angels of children, if you teach nothing but the sons and daughters of Swiss diplomats, then you can just say, right, everyone attend, and they jolly well will, right? And that's maybe a lot of people's experience. But it wasn't my experience as a teacher. I know that it's not the experience of a lot of people, that you got to work at it. And one of the best ways you work at it is by habituating children into understanding that when you give a certain cue, you know, and it could be like the famous hands up from ARC, or it could be ringing a wee bell, or you could be clap, clap, clapping, or you could play It's Chico Time in the background, you know, you be you. But there needs to be a cue. And then there's behavior you want the children to perform. And that behavior normally consists of, look at me. You know, I don't think that's an unreasonable expectation. You know, stop what you're doing, put your pen down. Maybe, I used to say 4 on the floor, you know, 4 chair legs on the floor. Close your books, pen down, and look at me. You know, stop talking. And that way you make it absolutely clear what the expectation is. That's not draconian. And to say that's a precursor to fascism, I mean, I've got a degree in political philosophy, which makes me essentially unemployable. But I do know, I do know the types of things that tend to be precursors to fascism. And, you know, getting children to look at you in the classroom is probably not one of them.